advice if you're having a buzz, like your song is buzzing in your city, right? What's the next step? Like, what should that person do to try to reach the higher level if their song's buzzing?
Move around. You got to move around. Like I learned that a lot, man. Even when my boy B More, he shout out to B. Like we move around. Like you can't be afraid to leave your city and get it out there. And it'd be crazy. So say if you got a song that's buzzing in Cali, but you don't leave Cali, but then you end up going on the road and now you're in Houston. There's people from Cali in Houston. There's people from Cali in Dallas, and they go to come out there and they go tell a friend and tell a friend, and now you have more fans now because like, yo, you don't know who so and so is. You don't know who celeb it is, and then now you come. Now you got 2 or 3 more fans. Now you moving around. You know what I mean? So I remember when I went on tour with Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods went on tour with OGZ.
Okay.
OGZ is more of a national artist.
Okay.
Right? And Blue Bloods was really buzzing on the West Coast. So Blue Bloods went on tour with OGZ, and he took him around the whole country, even up to Toronto and stuff. I think like a 40 city, 50 city tour, something crazy. And then the next time they did it by themselves. And all those people remember them from the OGZ tour. And then, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And they already had a buzz on the West Coast. They're like, oh, these guys are somebody. So it's like they put the work in already, and they already had a buzz. So, and OGZ stamped them like, hey, these guys are good. So that worked. But I believe they put their work in already and already got the buzz. They wasn't just like, let me go on tour.
And
nobody knows who I am, but let me go on tour. And now you spend your life savings on tour.
We got to come back. We got to come back to that.
We got that already. Yeah.
We got to come back to that because, I have so many questions about that. But let's, so when you say move around, how can an artist find the next city? So the next city to go to.
When they're buzzing?
Yeah, when they're buzzing.
Man, it's taking a risk. Like, if they're buzzing on one city, you got to hop on somebody's tour. Hop on somebody's national tour. You know what I mean?
Got you.
And hopefully you get enough money for, to get paid out so it can pay your expenses.
Okay. I know.
You know, making money in this industry is not easy.
I know everybody right now is questioning, like, watching this is like, how? Tell us how.
Yeah.
How? So, like, they're probably going to ask, like, how do they find to be on, like, the person to be on tour? Who do they reach out to?
Man, so you start moving around, networking, you start knowing people, being in those rooms, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, you find other artists, and sometimes an artist, the management will say, sometimes they reach out to you, like, yo, I want so-and-so on our tour. We need some support. We need direct support. And if you make sense, you make sense. You know what I mean? So if you make sense, they'll get you paid as well. You know what I mean? But if you don't make sense, you might be paying to be on tour. And it's expensive because first time I went on tour, I paid to be on tour. I paid for my artists to be on tour. And I had to pay for the housing, the food. That was expensive.
What is expensive, man?
Right?
And how many for that tour, how many cities did you do? And like, yeah, how many days was it? And it's just like, yeah.
I did 10 city tour. It was with Kayla for real. You know what I mean? So we did 10 city tour. It was 10 city tour through the whole West Coast. Right? Every show was sold out. Man, you know, I had a crew of like 10. I had 4 artists with me.
Damn, yeah, 4 artists?
I had 4 artists. I had B3 Glizzy.
Yep.
I had Louis Mo.
Uh-huh.
G-Rax, my son.
Yep.
And an A&F.
Okay.
Right? So 4 of them. And I had a camera person. Right?
Sheesh.
And then one of the artists didn't like one of the camera person, so they brought another camera person.
Okay.
Then I had a
7.
DJ. I had 88.
That's
DJ,
8.
Right? Then I had security.
That's 9.
Myself.
That's 10.
Yeah.
So you're buying the food,
everybody's food, room and board for everybody, gas, you know what I mean? And then sometimes we go out. You know what I mean? So and then I paid to be on the tour.
What was the fee to be on the tour?
I paid them $10,000.
Okay.
Right? 10 city tour, $10,000.
Okay.
Right?
A grand
pretty much,
sure,
right?
Pretty much, yeah.
It was 10, I think, or 10 or 12 cities, whatever it was. It worked for me because I got to be in the industry. I got to understand what was going on. I got to be at the tour, behind the scenes,
Basically, you just pay for what is that called?
School,
School,
knowledge.
like
Yeah.
a little hybrid class. You know,
I did
a
all that. Of
course.
course, yes.
Yeah.
So, but I met people in the industry. You know, Caleb Frills is the center of Rock Nation, so I met people in the industry, and they everyone like, who is this guy?
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of worked. So gave me a little respect where I was going, so people know who I am. So it helped me out a lot. And it also helped me understand is never pay to be on a tour. Makes 0 sense.
Okay.
If you're gonna get $10,000, put that in your digital marketing.
Okay.
Right. So I will digital market, but run Facebook ads with your music video that you're trying to get out there, or maybe pay somebody to fucking post your song, like a big artist. Sometimes people sometimes of a big artist post your song, that might be dope.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh shit, so and so's playing your song. Now you got the illusion. Everybody's like, okay, they're lit.
Okay.
But to pay to perform when nobody knows you are, you gotta think about it. If you had Drake right now, right? Drake, one of the biggest artists. If you're Kendrick, right? Perform a song that you never heard before. You're gonna be bopping, but you're not into it really.
They're not.
So imagine an artist you never heard of before playing a fire song.
Yeah.
Well, I never heard before. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
This is cool, but it's not like, oh my god, it doesn't do nothing for you. Nope. You want to get to a place where like everybody know who you are already. Then you can sell your merch when you get there. You can sell time when you get in the city. You can sell features, and the money start piling in different ways.
Right, man. Hold on. So we're gonna get to the topic about why do local artists. No, I want to just say local artists. I would just say all independent artists on their way. The upcoming artists. There we go. The upcoming artists thinking that they need to be on tour and they're going to be lit automatically. Like,
I think everybody's taking this music thing emotionally and not business wise.
Right.
Like I say.
Is that a smart business move?
Well, to think that
if you kind of have a buzz. I want to say you have a buzz. You just completed your album and then you're just going to try to go on tour.
It's not a smart business move at all.
Right.
Because like you gotta think about it, it's like if you make fried chicken, everybody's like, your fried chicken good. You need to open a restaurant. Let me go ahead and open a restaurant. Your shit, everybody in your family is saying that.
Right.
So they hyping you up. So, yeah, my shit is dope. I'm telling you, you don't understand. But ain't nobody who don't know you is saying your shit is good.
Right.
So now you go put all your money into a restaurant and get that restaurant going because your family and friends told you how good it is. I need somebody who don't know me to tell me, just come and say, yo, I like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's when you start like, okay, it's working. So you got to put the footwork. You got to get people who don't know you to say, I like your music.
Right.
And then he's like, okay, cool, I got something. Your shit could be wacky, you don't even know it. That's why, like, yo, I